Hello, good morning. My name is Maria and welcome back to my channel. Cheers. New Year's is in a month. Yeah, I know, I don't even know where time went. But today we're gonna do a reset, we're gonna prepare for the new year because you do not have to wait until the new year to make a positive change in your life, to start going after your goals, to set some new goals, to reflect on the past year. You can already do it at the beginning of December and get ahead. So that's what we're gonna do today. I also feel like I just really need a reset. The past few weeks have been such a weird time. I don't know what it is. I think it's a combination of like winter and the end of the year approaching and everything. Maybe it's the same for you, so let's get started. You might ask yourself, why am I holding clothes in my hand? That is because I had to take them off the chair before I could even sit down. A clean space is a clean mind, and this is definitely not a clean space, so let's do something about it. Let's talk about goals. I think this is really the perfect time to go over your goals that you set at the beginning of the year or throughout the year. See where you're at, because you still have a month to improve and work towards those goals. So maybe you will reach some of them by the time New Year comes around. And also, I think it's just really fun to see how goals change over the years so that we can learn how to set better goals for 2024. I wrote my goals down in this little notebook. I think when it comes to goal setting, it's really nice to journal about it first. So I like to do it on paper, and then I will usually also have my goals in a digital form on my Notion page, but this is really where the goals first come to life, so I think it's really fun to go over this. I kind of know what's coming. I remember a few things and yeah, it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna share some of my goals and if they worked out, if they didn't work out, and then we can see how to do this better, because it's not a disaster, but it's also not great. I have a category, social and romantic. There are very not specific things on here. Be on great terms with friends and family, have like-minded friends. Yeah, of course. It's not very specific. Then I have traveled to 3 new countries. One of them is Portugal. I planned a trip to Portugal, which sadly didn't work out. However, I have been to Italy, which was absolutely gorgeous, and I've been to Denmark, I've been to Copenhagen for a weekend trip, which was also amazing. So I did 2 new countries instead of 3, which I'm really happy with. I love traveling. I'm so glad that I live in Europe, and it's a little bit easier to travel inside of Europe. You have cheaper flights, you can just book stuff on a very short term, so I think that's amazing. Health and fitness. Keep working out 4 to 5 times a week. I did that. Be able to do pull-ups, plural. I got my first unassisted chin-up at the middle of the year, which I was so happy about. I can still do that, I can still do 1 chin-up, maybe 1.5, but for some reason, even though I've been training for chin-ups and pull-ups, it doesn't really work. I feel like maybe because I work out really early in the morning, and a lot of times I just feel like I don't have a lot of energy. Maybe I need to change something about my training, but yeah, there's that. Be able to do diamond push-ups. I haven't really been training for this, but let's try. Maybe I should warm up a little bit at least. It's such a specific goal, which I love. I love when goals are specific. I think that's great, so you can actually reach them. However, if you don't train for something so specific, how do you know if you can do it, you know? How do you even do this? So I think it's like this. No. I'll try again when I go to the gym and I warm up properly. Get better at sprinting. 10 minutes on and off with less difficulty. Around the time I wrote these goals down, I was starting to get into sprinting and running a little bit. I'm so out of breath. I noticed that my endurance was really bad and I thought it would get better the more I sprint. However, now I learned that is not true. Doing more sprints doesn't necessarily help with the endurance, and you do that through running slow for a long time. So the opposite of sprinting, basically. So over the past few months, I've been starting to go on long runs where I'm just running for an hour at an easy pace where I could hold a conversation, and I feel like that has really improved my endurance. However, I don't really sprint. I am so excited. I really wanted to invest in a good pair of shoes that are like super comfortable because my old running shoes are just, they're old. I've used them a lot. I think I got good use out of them and it was just time to get some new ones. I think my neighbors will hate me. I feel fast. I feel like I could just sprint the entire day. But I think this goal is a yes, because my endurance has improved, which was kind of what I was trying to achieve with this goal. Be able to do pike squats. I think I meant pistol squats. Yeah, I for sure meant pistol squats. I am able to do them. I'm not gonna do them now because I feel like I'm gonna injure myself if I don't warm up for it properly. Uni and career. Write my bachelor thesis and finish it. Yes, I finished it in August. Yeah. And it was a really good experience. I really liked the topic that I chose. I wrote about epigenetics in the context of micronutrients and sports performance. I had a lot of fun doing the research and I learned about so many like really fascinating things. Find an internship. No, I did not find an internship. This turns out to be harder than I expected. So I'm studying nutritional science. I'm gonna finish it right at the beginning of next year. And finding an internship turns out to be harder than expected because it's a very specific field. It's kind of a work in progress. Social media. This is the fun part. Upload 52 YouTube videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 51, 52. I'm exactly at 52. That's crazy. Yeah, I started with the goal of uploading once a week. The past month or two I have been uploading twice a week and it's a lot more work. However, I think it's 100% worth it because I just had so many ideas that I wanted to do, and I feel like sometimes when you're trying to find your niche or trying to find topics that you want to talk about, it's good to just try them out. And by doubling the amount that I post, I can double the stuff that I can try out and see how it goes, see if I like it, see if I can make a good video about it. And I'm really grateful for everyone who chooses to follow me, to follow the channel, to engage with everything that I post, to leave a nice comment. Like, I'm really so happy for all of you. It's amazing, like it's such a nice journey and I'm really excited to see where it goes. Thank you so much for watching, for supporting, for subscribing. It really means a lot. Now to the fun part. After upload 52 YouTube videos, it says 10K in parentheses. But then I went back with a different pen and I wrote another 0. So now it's 100K, and like, I understand being delusional, but girl, no. So at the point where I was writing these goals, I had been doing YouTube for like 3 months or something like that, like not a lot. I wasn't good at it. I had to teach myself everything. I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to film. I didn't know anything. I started from 0. When I wrote those goals, I think I had a few hundred subscribers, and I think 10K in a year, if you're uploading good videos, is 100% doable. What happened then, I posted a New Year's reset video which got like 60,000 views, and I was like, oh, maybe every video of mine will get 60,000 views. And then I put 100K. Yeah. The thing was, after I had that video that popped off, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to make videos about. I had no clue. I just took a break. Then I uploaded some like random videos, like what I spend in a day in Brazil, which is not very on theme for the channel. I don't know, I have no clue what was in my head. Yes, being delusional is an option, and I think you should aim high with your goals. However, you should also be realistic about what you can do and what you cannot do. And I was in a phase of, and I'm still in a phase of figuring out YouTube and what I want to do with it, and improving editing, improving filming, all of that. So no. But I can learn from it, and I think the 10K goal is in reach in the nearer future, so I'm gonna keep working towards that. Keep working on TikTok. I kind of gave up on TikTok a while ago because the videos that I liked doing wouldn't perform well. The videos that I didn't like doing performed really well. Maybe I was looking too much at numbers and like That's not good, obviously, but it was just so frustrating to put in a lot of work and edit for hours for nothing, basically. Keep working on Instagram. I barely posted on Instagram for almost a whole year. A few weeks ago, I started posting again more consistently. I post like what I eat in a day, I share my workouts. In my opinion, I've been starting to do some nicer, like higher quality reels that I post. And so far, I like it more than TikTok for some reason. I wanna see what happens if I just keep being consistent, because a month or a few weeks of consistency is not a lot in the big picture. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep being consistent on there. Follow me on Instagram. Also follow me on TikTok. Maybe I'll start posting there again. Who knows? Who knows? Now let's set some new goals. But this time we're gonna do it right. What I mean by that is I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. And I wrote another 0. And actually think more about the goal and how I'm gonna achieve it before I even write down the goal. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big, aiming high, setting goals that are kind of hard to achieve if you are willing to put in the work. And if you have an action plan. I also just wanna say there's nothing wrong with starting something, working towards something, if you don't know every single detail, if you don't know exactly how you're gonna do that certain thing. I really believe in just starting, right? Like if you wanna get fit, just start going to the gym. You don't have to have it all figured out before you even set foot in the gym. But you need to be willing to put in time and effort to learn, and you need to be willing to do it consistently and to improve through this consistency. So let's set some new goals, just keeping in mind what the other goals were and how they didn't really work out. This is the old notebook. I got myself another light blue, kind of light blue notebook. A method that I like to use for setting goals is to first journal about what I want my life to be like in 5 years, in 3 years, in a year. I feel like that just gives you perspective about what you do want, what you don't want, and it makes it easier to align your 1-year goals or 1-month goals with a bigger time frame of what you're actually working towards in the future. I have been writing and kind of visualizing what I want my life to be like in 5 years. And I wrote everything in the present tense, so it's always like, I am doing this. And I've also been trying to be as specific as possible. So instead of saying I am self-employed, it's like I am self-employed doing this and this and this. I have to say, this is really therapeutic. I really feel like you should just take your time with it. Put on some nice music. I put on some lo-fi music, light a candle, get in a vibe. There's just something about remembering what you're working towards that's just really calming, really reassuring. I feel like when you set goals, when you're working towards a big goal, working towards your dream life, sometimes it gets easy to be frustrated that you're not there yet, that you have a lot of work to do, that you're working hard but you don't see results. It's just a good reminder that you need to have patience. In 5 years, your life can look completely different. And right now, you're actually already contributing to the life you're gonna have in 5 years with everything you do today. Now, let's set some specific goals. I'm also gonna write them by hand in my little journal here. The thing is, this is only gonna be a draft. I'm gonna think of some goals, I'm gonna write them down, and over the next few weeks and days, until we get closer to the New Year's, I will think about action plans. I will think about how I can actually reach those goals, and maybe I will want to change something, maybe I will want to add some goals, maybe take some goals away from here. So then once New Year's is closer, I will make another video and I will actually finalize everything, and I will then also put it in a digital form on my Notion page. I have finished the draft for my goals. I have bad news. I'm not gonna share them because I don't think you should share your goals. When you set a goal, the first thing you should do is not to go up to people and tell them, hey, I just set this goal, hey, I'm gonna do this. There are actually studies that show that people who share their goals are less likely to achieve them because it makes your brain think that you already achieved the goal because you told people about it. You kind of get this false sense of accomplishment, which will just lower the likelihood that you're actually gonna achieve the goal. So keep it to yourself and get started, get to work, start working on your goal. I actually had an idea. As you may know, I love Notion. Notion is this website where you can basically customize the whole thing. You can make to-do lists, you can make plans, you can link stuff together. It's a really smart way to organize your entire life, basically. I organize all my YouTube content on there, my to-do list, my habit tracker, what else is here? Like weekly resets, monthly resets, all of that. There's just so many things. I'm thinking, instead of just writing down my goals on another page in my Notion, what if I do like a full-on goal tracker? Just go all out and do a tracker that tracks the goals, that shows you action steps, that shows you what is the next action step. Basically, just a way to not only see the goals, but also see what are the next steps to achieving those goals. Because let's be honest, setting goals is the easy part. Achieving them can be a longer process, and maybe we lose sight of our goals, maybe we lose some motivation. So it is really important both to track our progress and to also have a good action plan that we can follow throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, so we can actually achieve those goals. Okay, I have a few ideas. Let me workshop this a little bit. When it comes to decorating, I am a little bit of a Grinch because I have been living in this apartment for about a year now, and I honestly don't know how long I'm still gonna live here. Before, I also moved around quite a lot, from student accommodation into an apartment, into another apartment, and at that point you just want to move lightly. You don't want to have a lot of stuff that you need to either take with you or throw away. Decorations are just not the highest priority for me. I absolutely love it when a place is decorated like really festive and it's just good vibes. But I don't know, it's just not for me, at least not at the moment. Actually, 2 months ago was the first time I ever bought decorations. I bought a few autumn decorations just to decorate my couch table, and that was all. So I did kind of the same thing with Christmas stuff. I just wanted to buy very few pieces that I can put in one place, so at least the dining table is gonna look a bit more festive. This is the only Christmas thing I had before. I think I got this as a present at some point. Oh, and I also bought that mistletoe that I still don't know where to hang. It's a really cool thing. I got it from Copenhagen, and it's mistletoe, but it's made out of this like felt type of situation. And it just looks cool. I think fake flowers can sometimes look too plasticky, but there's something about this. Like, I like the felt structure, but I don't know where to put it. Oh, I'm not sure I like this. Oh no. These are just my opinions, okay, but this kind of looks like something you would find at your grandma's house. It looked better when I don't know, for some reason I thought it would look better. Okay, let's just do the best with what we have. Oh, these are...
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is right.
Does that look how I want it to look? No, not really. I feel like with Christmas decorations you need to do the whole shebang. Like, you need the lights, you need the Christmas tree, you need the, you know, for it to look good. Because otherwise just like a little something just doesn't look the same. I'm gonna take the autumn decorations away from here because we don't need these anymore. This is really exciting. I have been thinking about this for so long, if I should do it or not. And I decided to just go for it. I'm going to buy another camera for YouTube. I like the camera that I currently have. I have the Sony ZV-1, I think. What does it say? Yeah, I think it's a ZV-1. It's really lightweight. I think for how small it is, it does an amazing job. I think the quality is very solid for what it is and also for the price. What I do not love is the battery life. It has like 40 minutes of battery life, which is just not a lot. I have been thinking what I should do, if I should buy another camera, if I should sell this one. I decided to buy a second camera, which is gonna be the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This recently came out and I've watched so many reviews and so many people using this camera. It's amazing. If I don't like it, I can still send it back, so that's not dramatic, but I really hope I will like it. And yeah, let's do it. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I did it. It's done. Wait, is it done? I don't know. What is happening? I'm so excited. I am so excited. I am so excited. I'm really curious how I'm gonna like it, and I'm excited for all of the content that's gonna be made with that. I think it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the goals, also for my vision board for 2024. And I'm already gonna check on Pinterest to find some pictures that represent what I want my 2024 to look like. I will try to make it as detailed as possible. So then again, I have time until the new year to actually decide on the images, print them out, and then in the next video that's gonna be closer to New Year, we are gonna make the vision board. So this is just preparation basically. That was it for the December reset / 2024 preparation. Remember that you can do anything you set your mind to. You're gonna have an amazing month and you got this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on all the new content that's gonna be coming out. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!